and things, and I guess one day YouTube, when it's on YouTube, people, individuals, aliens. Anyway,
Everybody.
that's right. We're back playing Bound, and by we I mean we. The layman is back. Technology is in our favor today.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We fixed the technology finally.
for now, robots
So
don't
now all of you
cooperate.
can be. So now all of you can sit back and enjoy my sexy voice as we go through this wonderful artistic expression of a video game.
That's right. That's right. It's
And I promise not to do that voice for the entire stream.
yeah. It would
For one, I
get.
don't think I could even keep it up.
It might get awkward in some of the parts of this game.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so we're
Yeah.
playing Bound,
Yeah.
and there's some stuff happening. I'm pretty sure it's all about symbolism and such for things. Probably some hard things,
So,
but also pretty
so much
dancing.
symbolism.
Pretty dancing.
Yes. So much ballet. Like a surprising amount of ballet that I wouldn't have expected.
All the ballots. The ballots.
Balance. Yeah. Yeah, we Americans, we know how to pronounce things foreign words, right?
There's a T at the end of it. Okay. So let's go.
Exactly.
Let's explore this person's situation. Where were we here? I think. Let's see. Yeah, we've
Yep.
already done this. So let's go forward into dancing, because dancing will cure us all. It'll save the town. It'll bring
Yep.
everybody together. It'll make John Lithgow see the light. That's an old one. It's a
Just
throwback.
dance the night away.
That's right. It worked for Swayze and Bacon, so it's got to
Yep.
work for us. What could go wrong in dancing? So much, actually. I fall so much.
And as usual, I'm not actually in the room with Blake as she plays, so my footage it will be like a couple seconds behind, so I might not react to things as soon as she does.
Yeah, so he's lost like the rest of you are when I do something ridiculous. So don't,
Yeah.
you can't put anything on him when I act a fool.
Yeah.
If anything,
Yeah.
he's a
If you haven't
stabilizing
already
influence.
picked up on this from like every single previous stream I've been on with her.
That's right. If anything, he's a stabilizing influence. So don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Uh, uh, uh.
Well, I is the mod now, so
Oh, that's
I should
right.
hope I am.
Mod powers. Do your thing. Oh, what is this? Oh no.
Still mod, very powers.
What's going on? That doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I never cease to be amazed by the visuals in this game. Like, which really makes me want to play more artsy type games like this on my own channel.
I mean, I'd say go for it. I have, and the thing is, it's funny you're saying that, because I think the next thing I'll probably be doing is completely not artsy and completely just like typical like shoot 'em up, cause trouble. But but you know,
Yeah, we haven't had one of those kind of games in a while.
it's gonna happen, because
Yeah.
you know I like those games too. I will do the kind of indie interesting stuff, and I'm definitely never saying I'm not going to keep doing it. But at the same time, I'm down for a little bit of just like ridiculous chaos type things or classic type stuff. What is it doing?
Mhm.
What's happening?
Yeah,
What
I
is
guess kind of the chaos games are more my wheelhouse. And
Yes.
while I am having fun with No Man's Sky, I do realize that isn't at its current state that isn't the kind of game that can sustain a long play like consistently.
it? Oh yeah.
I'm definitely gonna break things up with different stuff. Like
Give me that block.
like starting like mid-September, because I'm actually going on vacation in the beginning of September. But starting mid-September, I'll try to get another game going. Most likely Journey, because I want to own that and I want to stream that, because that game is
Okay.
amazing and I love it.
What are we doing? It's a switch. It's a switch. But then, what about it? What is it
Mhm.
doing? The ocean goes crazy? No, it looks like it's doing that anyway. The block ocean. Which apparently we can't swim in, as I've learned the hard way.
Huh.
Oh, I'm so dumb. It's the textures of this game. Much confusion at times. Running.
At times, yeah.
Running faster. Actual running. There we go. That's how you run.
So
with
much running.
What's that?
Okay, the princess character going up the stairs is totally reminding me of the red shoes again.
Oh, see, they probably do draw from that.
Well,
I
yeah,
okay.
I'd imagine so.
uh,
Because I've seen the movie and that was a well, like kind of boring movie until you got to all the ballet segments
oh, then it
and
got
then
really
it was like
dramatic.
amazing looking and like so artful, so well shot.
Oh, stop trying to hurt
I
me.
forget what year it was filmed. It was like from the golden age, I think, of Hollywood or around that time, but definitely worth checking out if you're into older movies and or ballet.
I'm definitely into older movies. I like the ones with like the crazy classic people. Like I like Betty Davis. What else
Hmm.
is that? What's that one girl that Jean Tierney? I don't know if the name is super familiar, but she does. She's always playing someone kind
Not
of
to
like
me.
she's like wickedly femme fatale. She's great. She's it's like it's even like stuff that they do like the tropes for. Like they'll say like, "Did you kill him?" "Yes, I did it, and I do it again." Like that kind of stuff, and it's completely
I
insane.
probably would like her then.
I love her. Yeah,
My
check.
sisters would probably recognize her name more than I would. They're
I
also into old movies and like.
Okay, yeah, I'd say look at it. I think, I mean, I don't want to get anyone in trouble because copyright such and whatever. But I'm sure I don't think it's very hard to find her movie "Leave Her to Heaven," which is based on a book. Very good stuff. It's kind of
Hmm.
ridiculous, really dramatic, and everything else, music and everything, but it's well done. And I think Vincent Price is in it, young Vincent Price. So
Ooh, young
yeah,
Vincent Price. Now it's even
yeah.
more worth checking out. I don't think I've seen anything with young Vincent Price before.
Yeah, he's not being his typical spooky self. He's playing it pretty straight, so it's kind of interesting. It's rare for me because I usually am
Yeah,
seeing him in like House of Wax and stuff where he's like all the dramas.
yeah. So much camp.
Exactly. Dancing protects you from fire. It's true, not really.
Yep.
Disclaimer, not true. Don't do it.
Dang it, Blake, I was gonna tell the kids to totally copy that in real life.
That'd be
Now you
really
ruined
horrible. That's right. Put your hand on the stove. Dancing will help. Just pirouette while you're doing
Yeah.
it. It doesn't work. I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure. Just believe me on this.
Yeah.
Dancing, dancing.
But seriously, people, safety first.
Yes, please,
This
please.
is all said in obvious jest.
Yes, there's much joking right now. I'm not trying to get anybody hurt through my joking. It's the opposite of what I'm trying to do. Because humor is
Mhm.
not for that. It's to deflect the pain, not to inflict it. just
Yes.
take it and toss it to the side with dance. Like that, how there's
Yeah.
a jump. When I said every time I say dance, I'm just going to jump. Dance.
So much dancing.
I'm surprised that this week in real life I didn't hurt myself trying to do some of this because like that's what I used to do when I was a little kid. Like I could dance as well, and in real life my body was
Yeah.
like, "You're not
We
a
all used to
ballet
try
dancer.
to dance like when we were younger.
You're not a ballet dancer. You haven't even attempted to begin to try." And I'm like, "I could maybe," and my body's like, "No, no, no. You have about just as much chance of being a prima ballerina as you do being an Olympic gymnast."
Yeah, so
Oh,
negative
no.
2,500 then.
Nothing. There's no chance. Oh,
Also,
no.
hello, Lano13. Welcome to the stream.
Lano 13, we died because we died. We weren't timing that right. This is like that thing in Galaxy Quest. Go now and now.
Yep.
Can I jump that? I don't think I can jump that. I don't think I can. I think I gotta sprint along this edge, which is
Yeah.
a dangerous situation. Run.
And for those
Ballet
of you
run.
playing the drinking game at home, that is death number 14. So
So many deaths.
drink of choice.
I'm mad I can't hop up this ladder. Other games have spoiled me where you can just jump. I don't think I can jump. Oh, I can. Good.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, ugh, I hate the climbing. Real life climbing is boring. If I could jump up a ladder in real life and not die, I would. But I would hurt myself.
Yeah. Why
Oh,
can't all
poor
games be like Ratchet and Clank, where you could jump up the ladder instead of slow climbing up rung by rung?
Slow climbing. It's clearly for the experience. Experience. Killing people since it was ever existing.
Yep.
All right, let's run. Let's run.
Yeah.
Like,
They'll
what
give
is
you
that,
chest hair,
lava?
people.
Experience gives you. I hope it doesn't. I do not need that. If I wake up and I have chest hair, I'm gonna be very upset. That should be on
Yeah.
the PlayStation achievements. You've got chest hair. Like, no, PlayStation, I don't want it.
If I were making my own video game, I would absolutely. Sounds like the kind of achievement I would absolutely put in the game,
You should have it on there for
like,
sure.
for whatever reason.
Just like chest hair. You have chest hair. Go,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
No,
it's like some
Dad.
really big actiony set piece
15.
moment. You get to the end of it, you like do a cool pose with an explosion in the background. Achievement / trophy pops up.
Shoot.
Yep. You grew chest hair, son.
16? That's a lot of death here.
15 gamer score.
That'd be great, actually. I think achievements should have funny names to them. I'm sorry. I think it's really come on. 17.
Yeah, I mean that's
Death.
half the fun of like getting achievements, finding out what they say.
Oh yeah. Or it's just like the order where you keep getting non-werewolf related ones.
Exactly.
Achievement: there are no werewolves. Like, what? That's not an achievement. You're just making a statement. It's like, it's bumming me out. No werewolves.
Also, your timing is really off here.
I know. I figured it out. I think what I was trying to do.
Yay.
I wasn't sure when these like paper. I think they're paper airplane birds were going to be attacking me. So I was trying to like dance them away and at the same time like not fall, and it didn't work. Like
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I think that I can just kind of activate it and let it go, but I'm not entirely sure. So I've been very wary of like, whoa.
Yeah, when that one game comes along and totally has a slightly different mechanic that you're totally used to in a different game that plays a certain way.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where like I'm trying. It's
Goes
like
up in all your timing.
there's two ways how I'm trying not to die, and I'm not sure which one should take precedence. So I'm just failing at both.
Yeah.
Yay! Failure. It's how we learn.
Mm-hmm. And that is true, people. Like failure is how you realize your mistakes and like figure out how to or correct them, I guess.
You blocking me, bro?
That's as good a word as any for that scenario.
It's blocking me. What are you? I'm just gonna creep alongside you. What is you? What is this? Huh? Wow.
It's someone on the other side of the screen playing Pong, is what.
That's what it looks like.
And you're the ball.
Oh God!
Yeah.
How did that even happen? The floor opened
You
up.
shall not pass.
What are you doing, thing? I don't like you at all. You're like that. It's like that annoying sibling that like has to do the same thing that you're doing. I also would like to dance a dance, and you're like, you can't. I'm taking dance class.
Yeah.
It's following me. This is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. When that moment when you're like 7 and you and you find like the coolest thing ever at that point in your life, and suddenly your younger sibling wants to get in on that action too. It's like, no, this is my thing. It's just for me. I'm special that way. You can't have it.
See, but you know what? And the thing is, I'll talk about my sibling in that way twofold, because the layman is being nice, saying it's like when you're 7. I would do that now. If my sister told me I'm going to do a gaming channel, I'd be like, no, you can't do it. It's my thing. You have so many things. Just no. Which is funny because she and I both kind of do similar creative stuff, so I really wouldn't do that to her. Actually, I would try not to, because it's not fair.
Yeah.
But
I'm actually speaking from personal experience, actually, because my first sister, who's like a year and a half younger than me, like that happened more than a couple times, like in my younger life.
I think the worst is when your parents try and tell you it's flattery, and you're like, I don't care. I don't want them to do my thing. Tell them to get their own
Exactly.
thing.
No, I want to have this thing that's just for me. They can do something else.
It's like, so they gotta
They're not
learn.
allowed to like the same things as me. They're not me.
They better not breathe either, because I'm breathing. I've
Yeah.
picked breathing as well, and so they better find a different way. Different kind of cellular respiration.
If they can find a different way to breathe that isn't through their nose or their mouth, that's fine.
Yeah, pick a
Let
different
me have this
thing.
one.
Pick a different thing. Also, they can't drink water, because I like water. Petty,
Yeah.
petty, petty. Hashtag petty sibling stuff.
And I always get the first piece of chocolate cake.
There's cake? I need cake. Oh, no. Uh-oh, this guy
Yeah.
looks like he means business. Uh-oh, two monsters. It's like a Godzilla.
2 of them.
Let them fight. Let them fight.
Yeah,
Let
is Ken
them
is Ken
fight.
Watanabe gonna make a cameo appearance in this game?
Oh yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you, Lano. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they do. It does start young.
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. But you know, my brother and sister and I managed not to kill each other, so it's a workable thing.
Hmm.
Oh,
And I love
well.
all my sisters as well, even if they can get on my nerves sometimes.
Everyone still has all
Like-
of their limbs, as far as I know, except for my brother. We had to, an extra finger. It was an extra finger. He had 6.
Huh.
They
Better watch out for old farm boy Wesley then. Or no, Inigo Montoya. That's who we should watch out for.
That's right. Well, he got rid of it, so now he's no. I'm the one
Okay,
now.
good. His disguise is complete.
Now it's just me. It's not even an impressive finger. Like, for real, his had like it was a tiny little finger, and his had a fingernail on it and everything, like an extra one. And mine is just this little nub that people go, "Is that a wart?" And I'm like, "No, it's my finger." And they're like, "Okay, weirdo," like with your warty hands. So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but on the subject of like siblings being annoying, earlier today I was trying to shoot a short video for my YouTube channel, and my younger sister wanted to get my attention, which kind of completely messed everything up for me. Like, not to put too fine a point on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, which isn't really her fault because she had no idea I was doing that at the time. But like, just now I can't post the video because of that. I'm too much of a perfectionist that way.
I've been there. I mean, my sister and I, it's completely like a different thing, but my sister, when we were little, I had a lava lamp, and I thought I was the coolest kid ever, since the 70s. And
Yeah.
she definitely, like, was running to the bathroom and tripped the cord, which I had left hanging out, and she broke it, and I was, like, never going to speak to her again for that. Of course we are speaking again, because grown-ups, but, siblings do things. You just gotta love them and try not to murder them, because, sometimes they have birthdays and you
Yeah.
get cake. And also because they're your siblings.
That is true.
And that's right, Lana. My sister hasn't become any less awesome. But, sisters.
Likewise, my baby sister hasn't become any less adorable, like because of what she did.
Adorable
It's just kind of
siblings.
frustrating.
Adorable.
It's actually her birthday, like in a couple weeks, so
Ooh.
I should probably start forgiving her.
Yeah, you
about
gotta
that.
birthday forgiveness. I think it's cool that your son shows up in streams. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, that might even get you more views in some cases.
He's pretty adorable.
I don't know if this is still going on, but the guys over at Rooster Teeth, started a like kid-centric gaming channel, and
Ooh.
often the parents and kids would like come on together for a video.
Huh.
I don't think they've updated in a while, or I haven't at least gotten a notification for it, but
Wouldn't that be
that was
like
a thing, so there was definitely a market for that.
Wouldn't that be a lousy reason for me to suddenly have children? I just
Yep.
need it for the stream. Just be in mommy's stream. We don't want to. Come on. Act like you like it. No, I'm just kidding. I would never be a game stage mom. The only thing I ever threatened to do involving any future children of mine in games is if they make me mad, instead of punishing them traditionally, I would just, spoil their games.
Mm-hmm.
Beat it in front of them. It's like, guess what? Guess what? This is the end. Cutscene and everything. Can't look away.
Yep.
That'd be pretty evil.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at that screen and you lament about how mommy beat it and you couldn't.
Like, you can't beat it though. You keep falling. Your timing is off. Like, shut up. don't tell me that I'm horrible.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you broke the lamp. You like there needs to be there needs to be a punishment for that. There needs to be discipline.
That's right. What's that? But you keep missing the quick time events. Yep, that's right. I do. All of them. And guess what? It's under your gamer tag, so it doesn't even matter. It's not me. You're the one
Make
who
him play
sucks.
Final Fantasy VII and tell him about Eris.
It's like, look, you're a noob. Look at
That's
what a newbie
cruel.
look like. That's what I'll do. I'll live stream as
That's
them.
cruel, Watto.
Oh no, that's not right. That is wrong.
That's what I've been saying.
Oh God. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
and
gonna.
I say that having not been in the first wave of people who experienced that when Final Fantasy VII first came out.
Ugh.
Like for the longest time, we only had like a really old Nintendo Entertainment System in my house. Like the first real video game console I got was PlayStation 2 back in 2001.
We had.
And ever since then, I've been video gaming.
We had an old, NES, which was my mother's, because she liked to play Mario and Duck Hunt. And then we had a Sega, and we played Sonic and got mad when the levels got ridiculous, like the plane levels and stuff. 'Cause
Yep.
no saving, so you died. And then N64, and I've still never beaten Donkey Kong on that, so that's a shame of mine that now all of you are privy to. And then we moved into Xbox PlayStation land, and we've gone back and forth. Right now obviously I'm PlayStationing it, and
yes.
I'm pretty happy. I'm waiting for that
Yes,
Tomb Raider
I currently
release.
PlayStation as well. Like I think their overall library of games is better than what Xbox currently has.
Oh yeah.
Like forgetting crossover and the like.
Oh yeah, and I'm waiting for I don't know. I was down to wait for Tomb Raider to come back, because Tomb Raider on this system is going to be beautiful. Like I'm so excited.
Oh heck yeah! I can't wait for the new Tomb Raider or Rise of Tomb Raider to come out.
It's going to be so good.
Finally.
Because
I enjoyed the first game, man. I can't wait for the second one.
I'm just gonna call out of work and just not be there. So I'll be like, "Where are you?" So sick, and it's like someone said you're streaming. I said I am streaming, and they said, "What? You said you were sick?" I said, "No, I said so sick.
Yeah.
Like the game is sick."
Yep. What? You need me to come into work? Sorry, I'm in the Himalayas right now. I can't really do that. I'll call you later. Bye. Click.
That'll have great bearing on any future employers who maybe come across this. Like, she's
Exactly.
going to call out to play a game. It's like, I'm joking, please, but also I might not
Yeah.
be.
I mean, what you do is put in for time off earlier and then use that time to play games.
I've never taken time off to play a game. That'd be so horrible if I did that. I'm going on vacation.
I've never done that just specifically to play a video game.
Oh, I can move faster. That's good to know.
I've done that to, I guess, work on, short stories occasionally. But only once a year and only at a certain time. Never just, whenever the whim strikes me.
You know what, Lano?
You've done it, Lano.
I'm not condemning
you
it.
Bad.
I'm not condemning it so much. I haven't done it. And that's not to say that I won't, but, you know. Usually I get lucky. Like, sometimes we'll have a snowstorm here on the East Coast, and I'll be like, guess what? Great time to tuck in and... Aw, he's asleep, I think. I hope he's asleep. That's a little scary. Where's the brother? I don't see the kid. The other kid. Oh, well. All right. Creepy.
Wow.
I know.
Lots of books and lots of blocks.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I just couldn't see him because he's in a mist of shards washing dishes. I guess I didn't expect to see a child who can barely reach the sink washing the dishes. My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, he's burning dinner? Oh, good. Children cooking, unsupervised.
Yeah.
Let's leave before the house catches on fire.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Parents of the
Yikes.
year right here, people.
More turmoil. Yay. Let's dance it away. Let's not think about it. We're going to dance. Look, dance makes it better. Yay. Dance fixed it.
Just push the bad memories aside and just dance and dance and dance and wait for the inevitable weight of our guilt and sorrow to come crushing down on us later.
But dance. Dance. Just kick your legs in joy. Ooh, yeah. I might take it off for Tomb Raider. They can deal.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really good. I need to get... See, you're giving me all sorts of bad reasons to get kids. Like game stream views and sick days. Like, oh, he has the flu. You know, here's a horrible thing. Somebody asked me how my baby was the other day, which, just, for the record, I do not have any children. But they said, how's that baby? Bigger than you at this point, right? And I took everything within my evil little being not to pull out a picture that I had on my phone of me as a child and go, look at her, she's so big. I thought about it. I might just retouch pictures of myself and my husband so when people ask me and they're well-intentioned, that I can just show those to them. I've really thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah, just clean the picture up so it looks like it was like taken with contemporary methods.
Well, if I, people put filters on everything now, so they'll just think, oh, look, what filter is that? But it's Nashville. Because apparently that's a filter in it.
Yeah. What filter is that? An analog camera? A 35mm analog camera?
The 80s.
Exactly.
That's what
the 80s and 90s.
Just
because cameras weren't really digital until the 2000s is when it really started taking off.
That's right. The filter is called Kodiak Disposable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's called digital cameras weren't invented yet when this was taken.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Do the other thing.
How many more different ways can we think of to say the exact same thing?
Oh, millions. It's like you just have to find the hipster thesaurus. That's what we need.
Yeah, the hipster thesaurus. If that's a thing that actually exists, I'm probably gonna weep.
I hope it doesn't.
I can't believe that's a thing that actually exists.
Dear Internet, please don't misuse my joke and make that a thing. And if you do, you have to give me credit. I will find a way to sue you. I'm
yes,
a bitter
credit Blazy
woman.
Blake and the Layman. We thought of it first.
I got so furious I killed myself at the end of the level. This is a mirror? Oh no, we are working towards some kind of inner reflection. It's a shaky mirror.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's getting to that. Shaky mirror, self-reflection with a shaky mirror at the end of every level. Don't make us look at ourselves.
No. We're too bloated right now. Don't make us look at it.
I've covered all my mirrors in real life over with pictures of John Stamos. It makes me feel like I'm pretty all the time.
Well, if you do need something sexy to look at, I can think of worse things than John Stamos.
So, yeah, he's perfect.
Or wait, I thought you said Jason Statham, but yeah, I guess John Stamos too.
I feel like I look at
Whatever
Jason Statham if I'm feeling angry, like I'm having a bad day and I want to beat someone up. I'll look in the mirror and go, yeah, I could beat someone up. I'm Jason Statham.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or The Rock. Like, I feel like I could beat someone up as The Rock. He does a lot of that.
Yeah, I can't really ever take him seriously. I mean, when he was wrestling, his catchphrase was, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?"
I don't think The Rock is meant to be taken seriously. I can't think of a single instance.
True, but still, there's all the serious movies he's tried to do in his acting career, and they never work out because he's kind of been a joke for too long to really smoothly transition into being a serious actor.
What are you talking about? He's the Scorpion King. You can't get more serious than that. Scorpion King.
I will refrain from commenting on that.
I'm just joking.
Mostly because I haven't actually seen the movie. I'm just going off of his role in The Mummy 2.
You're all right.
Which was an awesome movie, by the way.
I liked The Mummy 2, actually. I even like the kind of retcon thing they sort of did with Rachel Weisz's character. Like, I was thinking about that and some of the plot inconsistencies between the first one. I'm like, you know what? Maybe just enjoy it. Maybe don't go all IMDb person on it. Just let it be.
Yeah.
Just let it chill.
Yeah, like in my opinion, there was enough that was left vague from the first one that all the retconning, quote unquote, that they did in the second one still made sense. Then didn't really detract from the first one.
I'll just say what everyone says, any kind of inconsistencies with princesses and mistaken identities. I'll be like, hey, the mummy got bad eyes. Remember, dude wore glasses.
Yeah.
You can't. If I was walking around as an undead guy and I also had bad eyes, I might make some mistakes too. So, I do it now. My
also, he was dead for
and I'm doomed.
He's dead for 4 or 5,000 years. I think he was just happy to see any chick at that point.
That's true. It's like, hey, a lady. Hello, lady.
Yeah. More with the Princess Bride references.
Just Andre the Giant, because I adore him.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah. Although, back to the subject of The Rock, he was actually really good in Pain and Gain, that movie, which was a really good movie, despite the fact that it was made by Michael Bay.
Oh gosh, I really loved him, and I think I really love him in actually, as much as he does the big action things, he thrives with comedy because of, I think, his WWE background. He did really well in with a sequel to Get Shorty. I really like. The Rundown was great. Love The Rundown. What else? He was good in Central Intelligence recently. There was some hilarious stuff. He told.
Oh yeah, I heard he was pretty good in that.
He told
Yeah,
Kevin. He told Kevin Hart he looked like a black Will Smith, and Kevin Hart's face was the best thing I've ever seen. I'm sure Will Smith. I don't know if Will Smith has
Black Will
time
Smith.
to hear
You
that.
mean a black Carlton Banks?
Oh my God! It was all crazy. I feel like he was playing every like young fan that he'd ever had as a wrestler, but in The Rock's body. So it was amazing.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you give Dwayne Johnson the right role, then he'll actually do a really good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get Shorty, and what was it? What was the
That
other
said,
one
Dave
after Get
Bautista
Shorty?
is even funnier than The Rock is without even trying.
Batista, he makes me laugh.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy.
Batista makes me laugh anytime I see him before he even opens his mouth because he has a tattoo encircling his belly button, and something about that amuses me. Just in general, it's not a gender thing or anything. I just think that's really funny. I think that if you need to have your belly button
it's
encircled
funny,
by,
but isn't that usually more of a thing chicks do?
I feel like in general, if you feel like you need to encircle your
I
belly
feel
button
I've
with
seen
a
that
sun,
more on women than I have on men. That kind of tattoo.
I think when you need to encircle your belly button with the sun, the message you're sending me is the 90s never ended, and for me, they never will. And I understand. I liked the 90s. I get it.
Yeah,
I
grew up in the 90s. The 90s were great.
I just think that it's quite a statement that you're making about them and your allegiances to them. You probably, you probably also have platform shoes and listen exclusively to the Spice Girls and Aqua. But, to each their own.
Yeah. Personally, though, I'm more of a fan of the 80s because the 80s were awesome.
Oh, the 80s.
Like,
Wow.
I'm kind of really sad that I was born right as the 80s were technically ending. Even though they technically died a slow death into well into the 90s.
Slow burn.
But still, I wish I were around for the heyday. All the best rock music came out in the 80s. All the best cartoons that we totally take for granted now came out in the 80s.
I just remember my schizoid.
That was around the time anime started getting incorporated into the cultural zeitgeist.
All I can
to
remember
a degree.
is my
Jean jackets were a thing.
Lano, all I can remember when I talk about especially 90s cartoons, all I can think of is all the weird cartoons that probably never should have been made. And I keep bringing them up, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, Where's Waldo, the cartoon?
That was actually a cartoon. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Where's Waldo, the cartoon? All the, like I said, I keep bringing it up, but all the anthropomorphic animal cartoons, I just don't know what they got into their heads that made them think, hey, you know what would be the best cartoon? They're cowboys, but they're actually cows who are men with cow heads. And
oh yeah, the cowboys.
But they also wrestle cows. It's like a goofy Pluto thing where you're wondering what the hell happened there. So is Goofy like a I don't know, he's like the California Raisins of dogs. He's just selling out all the other dogs because he can talk and walk on 2 feet. It just makes you uncomfortable as an adult. Adult.
I think this is still true today as it was in the 80s, maybe to a slightly lesser degree. But apparently executives think that kids just like mascots.
It's true.
That's the beginning and end of their appeal. They're mascots, therefore kids like them.
Remember Tony the Tiger? We could do a show, but with every other animal as that. But they also have to wear clothes because there's a shame aspect now that they're human. And it's I don't know if we should do that. We're going to do it. Also, Bill and Ted cartoon, now. And you're like, okay, I guess. Sure.
Good grief. Yeah, there was actually a Back to the Future cartoon.
Yep, I watched it. I have it on VHS somewhere. Not official, we taped it. Got that.
Before Rick and Morty was a thing, there was an animated Back to the Future cartoon show.
There was a Fox's Peter Pan. I have that one where Tim Curry was the voice of Captain Hook.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? When did Pirates of Darkwater come out? When was that? Was that an 80s one? Pirates of Darkwater was
Probably, because I don't ever remember watching it. But I still want to, because Pirates of Darkwater.
Oh,
that name, though.
It was intense. There was that. We watched, what else? Parts of Darkwater. Completely different animation style altogether, but also with kind of dark themes sometimes. Reboot. Reboot was intense.
Yeah,
I liked Reboot.
Reboot, the show everyone loves, but has not aged well at all.
No,
in terms
you
of
can't watch
animation.
it now. Well, Parts of Darkwater was the 90s.
Yeah, 91 to 92. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
You know what 80s one I did
Like,
love that I know is 80s? So it better be 80s or my whole life is ruined. I tortured my mother, my poor mother, with so many of these cartoons, but particularly Jem.
oh yeah,
My
Gem.
mom hated Kimber, Jem's sister, so much, and I made her. We had to play Jem. I was like, I want to be Jem, so you have to be everybody else. And I think her eye twitches when I bring it up. I feel like my poor
Yeah.
mom is like, I can't even think about Jem, which
I
has
wonder what
a
she thinks of. I wonder what she thinks of the recent like not reboot movie, not
don't
reboot, not
speak of that
reimagining,
here.
because that was really nothing of the original Gem.
we can't speak of that
As
here.
someone who has literally only seen 2 episodes of the show.
I'm so glad that movie. That's the only evil I've ever wished on like a film. I said I hope that movie crashes and burns, and it did. Only 3 weeks in theaters, and they pulled it. So, oh yeah, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck. Oh,
Oh
Darkwing
yeah, the Disney
Duck.
afternoon cartoons.
Darkwing
Those
Duck.
were awesome.
I love Darkwing
Never
Duck.
really watched Darkwing Duck or Gargoyles, but I remember watching a lot of DuckTales way back when, even though I can't remember half of them.
That
But
flaps in
Tailspin
the
was
night.
awesome. I love Tailspin.
I like that Shere Khan was a businessman.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah. And Don Carnage.
Gargoyles was intense. Gargoyles was
Yeah, I'm
another
sure
intense
Gargoyles
one.
was great. I just haven't seen it yet,
It was another
so like
intense.
I can't say that from any kind of personal experience.
Those were that 90s was pessimistic, but in a way like they had actual like story content and character building, and it was stuff that I probably didn't like think of at all
Yeah,
as a
especially
kid. But
Gargoyles apparently.
yeah, oh yeah, it was. There was a lot of that in there, and it was impressive. That said, I can't say that about those anthropomorph. I don't remember any character building in like Street Sharks. I don't think that ever happened. If I'm being honest, and that's fine. Street Sharks was a crazy, crazy thing. And I'm actually shocked that there
Oh,
are more
yeah.
seasons of it
I
than
actually
I
had a
remember.
Street Shark toy once. It was like the
Oh.
Hammerhead Shark one, which
I had the one.
or am I thinking of the dinosaur equivalent of that?
I had the one who
I
wore
probably am.
cowboy boots and blue jeans. His name was Ripster, and I'm sad I remember so much of this. And
Yeah.
also the one
Remember
with
Biker Mice
rollerblades.
from Mars?
Yes, Biker Mice from Mars. I had toys for that too.
Yeah, I never did, but I always used to see the videos whenever we went shopping at our local, like Bradley's or whatever.
What else? Do you
Yeah.
remember? Were there any? I wonder if were there any toys for Hammerman? Does anybody remember Hammerman? That's a disgrace. That show. I
Wow,
should-
that's actually too obscure for me. I don't remember that.
Hammerman was a show that was done by MC Hammer, and he was a superhero.
Oh no, wait, yes, now I know what you're talking
Again.
about.
Yep.
I saw a video about that.
Yeah,
I've
MC
never seen it
Hammer's
before.
cartoon show. It was a thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be over here. Push.
Yeah.
No. Hammerman. Hammerman. You know why Hammerman is so rough? Because the song that they had for the entrance, he could not seem to decide what he was doing. Like he had this whole thing when he
Yeah.
was singing the song, but it would just like it would stop being a song and it would just be MC Hammer talking. Like there once was a guy and he would walk down the street, but the street has some cracks, so he had to call the city. Like I mean that wasn't the song, but that's how it basically was. It was like it stopped being a song and more about his like narrative, like
Yeah.
let's talk about my day. And then I got some cereal, but then I started to think maybe the sugar content was high and I should just have a drink. Like it was like, come on, MC Hammer, you're killing me here. Like this run-on rapping is hurting. It's hurting people.
Yeah.
But he didn't care.
Y'all out there in Deerland can't see that, but I was grooving something fierce to the fat beats Blake was just dropping.
They were just like that though. That's the exact way it was going though. I was paraphrasing the words. Thank you, Lano. I was paraphrasing the words,
Yes.
but that's exactly how that song goes. Like, so Gramps opened up the bag and put on the magical shoes. Like it was all that
Yeah.
and more, and it was beautiful. And
Yeah, Alice's Restaurant, you ain't seeing there, Hammer.
oh gosh, he didn't
Because
care.
that song actually has like flow and stuff, despite
No,
the fact that it's
didn't
really
care.
just a narration over music and doesn't rhyme.
He didn't care. It was a show about a guy who was a hip hop superhero when he put on magical shoes, and we watched it. And that was probably yet another thing that drove my mother insane. My poor mom
Probably.
went through so many things, and I'm sure that she, I'm sure that she doesn't like to think about them. But I'll remind her, because that's what kids do.
Yeah.
Remember that horrible time when I was a child and I drove you crazy? like, yes, I can't
Yeah,
ever
she
forget
probably
it.
looks back on those memories like with rose-colored glasses now.
I hope she
She's like,
does.
oh, back when Blake was a child, she used to annoy me so much. It was great.
I think now she says, like, I just didn't pay enough attention to you. I'm like, what does that mean? I turned out okay, right? Right?
Yeah.
I'm all right. I don't know where. I know I just did a loop. I'm not
Yeah.
sure where I'm going.
Also, Alano, yes, there was a Mr. T cartoon. It is one of my biggest regrets that I have not seen any of that yet.
Oh, Mr. T.
Because Mr. T.
Have you guys ever watched those G.I. Joe things that they do now? The fake G.I. Joe ones that they did a long time ago? Love those. G.I.
Hello,
Joe.
Andrea.
Hey, Andrea. We're getting lost. I'm doing many loops. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah, we can't figure out how to
Wow.
get past this one
Chill
door.
out. These things stop grabbing me. Fensler film. Yes, the Fensler film PSAs for G.I. Joe are my favorite things. Up, death. Because apparently bouncing off
And
walls
knowing
does
is
it.
half the battle. G.I. Joe!
Body massage. Body massage. What's the one? No, I like, my favorite one is the, hey kid, I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. I like that one a lot. And the pork chop sandwiches one just because it's so vulgar for no reason.
Yeah. More things I unfortunately have not seen before.
Oh, I would definitely look at help computer. Pork chop sandwiches. What are you kids doing? Get the out of here.
Yeah.
There we go.
But no, yeah, Scooby-Doo had a couple of interesting spin-offs.
There's a pup named Scooby Doo, which my sister
Yeah,
adored.
that was actually pretty good.
They made fun
like-
of them so much.
Yeah. And of course, then there was the Scrappy-Doo spin-off, which
Oh,
we all know how
Scrappy-Doo.
everybody loves Scrappy-Doo.
Everybody loves
And then-
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, and speaking of Vincent Price bringing that back, there was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo with him in that.
I love that. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that was like Scooby, Shaggy, Daphne, possibly Scrappy. I don't
and
remember.
sometimes
and
they had a
some
weird cousin.
ethnic kid.
Sometimes they had a weird cousin that Scooby Doo had too. Like they'd be like, "Oh, look, it's Scooby's bumpkin cousin from wherever," and you'd be like, "Really? Why? Where is everybody
Yeah.
else? Why is Daphne traveling around with these people?" Like, I mean, I get she wants to do her own thing, I guess, but like,
Yeah. And why is she wearing April's jumpsuit?
they didn't care. She just was doing her own thing.
Actually, that probably was why they put her in that kind of outfit, was to draw the comparison to Ninja Turtles, which I'm sure was popular around the same
Oh
time.
man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, there's a nostalgia trip for you.
Oh my god, I love those movies so much. Those old movies with the costumes.
Oh yeah.
I love those.
Yeah,
They're-
I've only seen like the original New Line Cinema Ninja Turtles movie, but that one was really good.
I liked it, and you
I
know,
haven't seen any of the sequels yet.
I held on to it so desperately that I held on to it enough that I won't condemn the third movie as much as I should. The one where they go back to feudal Japan, which was horrible. I know that it's
Yeah.
bad, and I'm missing this rope.
And
so
still
much
still based on an actual story from the comics.
the comics, which are so violent. They're so violent. Grab it. Stop doing that. You're not Simone Biles. Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine if it's not for you, Andrea. I don't. Like, everybody has different tastes. I mean, I kind of grew up watching the 2003 Ninja Turtles, which is a great show for the record.
Yeah, we're not.
But-
This is
But
not.
yeah,
the,
if somebody wasn't into Ninja Turtles, I can totally understand that.
This
It
is
is a
not-
really goofy premise when you stop and think about it.
This is not the type of place where we fandom shame. At least I know the layman and I won't, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Like-
in my rules, but I hope that's understood in the whole no abuse deal.
Unless you like Twilight, in which case you will get all of the shaming.
I mean,
Because there ain't no defending that.
oh man, I feel like, when I think about that too, like fandom aside, the characters that I was drawn to in these things make me wonder if, like, or don't make me wonder, they just tell me, they speak to the fact that I absolutely 100% have like a type, like kind of grumpy, gruff kind of situations, because I really liked Raphael, like, a lot. I thought Raphael was cool. Any other
Yeah.
kind of like semi, like, hard ass.
Yeah, Ralph was always the cool, edgy turtle. Like,
Oh, come
not
on.
necessarily so much in the 80s, but definitely after that. That's what they started branding him as.
They started to make him kind of dumb, I think, in some of the newer media, and I kind of resent that a little bit on a personal
Yeah, well,
level.
I mean,
So much
they are
better.
technically supposed to be teenagers, so.
He's smart.
I mean-
He's so smart. I'm just gonna. Don't like I said. I
Like,
said this in
Donatello
past.
is the smart one.
The smart one. That's another
Like-
evil trope. That's another evil trope that I've had to deal with because I had glasses in middle school. It's like, oh, so you're the smart one. I'm like, it's not TV. It's not real. Stop telling people that.
Yeah. Glasses do not automatically equate to smart.
I can be very dumb. Just watch. And then I showed them. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I did
Yep.
anything like that. Where am I? Oh, Lord. Help me.
Also, is this still the first level we're going through?
I don't know what's happening.
Like, I just realized.
I'm very lost. Where are we going?
I think this is actually just the first level we started on. I don't remember going back to like the real life with
We
with
sat
the
down
with
on
the
this-
pregnant woman in her notebook.
We were just talking about
So-
reboot, Andrea. I think we did go back.
Exactly.
Hexadecimal, so fabulous, so evil. What was it? What was the other guy? I'm trying to remember. Megatron? Was it? No, Megatron's Transformers.
No, it
duh.
was not Megatron.
Megabyte.
You're mixing your cartoons up.
Megabyte and
Yeah.
Hexadecimal, and Bob, and Enzo, who was not cool until much later. Enzo got like Enzo took an A level in badass. Enzo was such an annoying little sidekick of a child, and then later in the series, he just got like super awesome. Him and his little sprite girlfriend, who like she definitely like, yeah, her Andrea, I love her. I love her. She got really cool too. It was awesome, and it definitely got a little bit like more mature. Like they started like when her and Enzo were traveling around as like adults, she'd be like, you know, what are you worried about, lover? And I was like a kid, like lover. Ooh, what? What? Is there some what?
Yeah, do the Tim Taylor.
That's exactly how it was. And I was like, little girl Alec was like, okay, I can get down with this. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I ship
Yeah,
it.
I almost wish I watched that show when it was around, but I kind of would have a hard time getting past the animation nowadays.
You know, it's
Because
funny.
I'm kind of a quality snob, and so
They were. And the dog, too. What was the dog's name? Damn it.
because of course there was a dog.
Of course there's a dog. And they had an Evil Dead reference in one of their episodes toward the later half of the series, I think, right before Enzo grew up.
Oh, really?
Brisket, yes, they definitely had an Evil Dead. I'm sure that's on YouTube. Evil Dead reboot thing. I'm almost positive it's there. All right, so what is up with these panels?
Well, yeah, and of course Andrea confirms that.
Well, you know, she's my resident expert.
This
Everybody
is true.
needs that. Everybody needs that in their life. A resident Evil Dead expert. Why would you climb out of the window, you monster?
Yes. Yeah. On that note, I really have to get on like getting like all the films and the Ash versus Evil Dead TV show once that comes out on
Oh
DVD.
yes, I fully endorse that notion.
Yes, because currently I have Evil Dead 2, which, in my opinion, is the best one out of like all technically 4, which includes the reboot that happened a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
And I have not currently seen the Ash v Evil Dead TV show, but I definitely
Oh.
want to because Bruce Campbell.
He's awesome. He's
Mhm.
absolutely and Lucy Lawless is in it. Like, perfect.
Of course she is.
They're old buddies.
Also, high callback to when they worked on Xena together.
That's right. I haven't watched enough of it to form an opinion, but
Yeah.
the reboot of
Like-
Evil Dead is like its own. It's its own. It's its own
Yeah.
entity. I really think that you can. I think I've heard rumors that they were going to try and link it to things, but the thing about that was it was more like straight up horror movie than it was like there was
Yeah.
no comedy.
On its own, it wasn't a terrible movie, and was actually quite like the main girl in that is does a really good job. But yeah, it's not nearly as goofy or as campy as like the Raimi films.
And I think that's
so I can
the-
understand if you don't like it as much.
I think that's the hard part. Like I liked some of the elements that they brought with it. There were definitely like a lot of tropes that were almost like too obvious, like the smart kid reading the book even though it's had every indication not to. Like
Yeah.
there was no reason for him to do that beyond the fact that they needed to move the plot along. I like that they used a lot of practical effects, which I'm always a fan of when they'll do practical effects.
Definitely.
I don't like. I did miss some of the goofiness of it, and there was that. But I liked the main actress. Jane Levy was good. I could have done without the dog part. I'm a baby when it comes to animal stuff. But of the other ones, yeah, as movies themselves, it was all right. Within the franchise, it was kind of out of it. I've heard rumors, like I said, for Ash versus Evil Dead, they wanted to connect the two because Bruce Campbell, he wasn't against it. So if they could somehow bring it into the world, and maybe even if she was like super dark and edgy, like she was in the movie, edgy in quotes, and he goes, "You take yourself way too seriously, babe," like he always does, then I could get down with it. But yeah, I feel like
when was the last time you had sex? Because you are way too serious right now.
Yeah, I could have done without that last part. I could have done without the whole weirdo raining blood thing. I do like that was the one takeaway from that ending. Spoilers for again a movie that's not very new, so chill out. I did like when she like ended up just being like screw this and like just pulling her arm off and killing the monster with a chainsaw. That was cool, but it took a long time. A lot
more
there.
Badass than like a good majority of like films where like the guy is supposed to be the hero.
The guys were so lame in that movie. It was kind of ridiculous.
A little bit.
Well, that's the other thing too, that Evil Dead. I mean, the good thing about Evil Dead in general is that it's been able to grow. It's grown so much from what it originally was way back. So I'm always
because the original
interested.
was played actually pretty straight.
Yeah, I'm always down to see what they're gonna do, and like as you know, and I'm sure Andrew will agree with me. Most things with Bruce Campbell, I will check out. They're not always my favorite. Like I'm not. My father adores Bubba Hotep in ways that I don't necessarily get down with, but I
can understand that. I've seen that movie. It was like really like intentionally B movie quality, but it was really good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Bruce Campbell playing an old grizzled Elvis Presley, or whatever his actual name was in the movie. I don't remember, but like spot on, pretty much.
But yeah,
I love the old guy who like thought he was like like Lincoln or something, or Kennedy or whatever president.
I think it's Kennedy. I think he said
was great
Kennedy,
too.
Yeah. It was good. I'll watch Bruce Campbell in most things. Yeah, I think that's why I wasn't super down with it, Andrew.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sad. That's my stupid. I'll prefer funny. I'll watch horror movies, which maybe not. They don't end well. Like it's so weird. Sad movies, like I'm kind of torn about watching them sometimes if they end as a bummer. But horror movies, where it never ends well for anybody, I'm completely fine with most of the time. I can't explain the disconnect. I guess just the way in which it's executed. That said. There are some movies that need to end sad. I've seen movies that ended okay and they pulled like a bait and switch, and I thought they should have ended sad. So I guess it's a case by case basis. We're going to the sky.
Yeah, the movie that ends in a bait and switch, like in my mind, is immediately Troll 2. Like that is a magical gem of a movie that everybody needs to experience. And yeah, Oculus was kind of bait and switchy too, but in a good way. They actually built it up well throughout the movie, I thought.
It ended on a super bummer, but I thought that was how that was going to go.
Oh yeah, it did. Without spoiling what it actually was, yeah, it did.
That said, I sometimes too, like I'll go see things that I need to set. I'm setting myself up for. See, that's what I was thinking, Lano. It ended on a super bummer, but it definitely was. It had lined up to that way. There are movies that I know are like the premise is kind of ridiculous, but I'm probably going to go subject myself to it anyway because I am a fan of horror movies, and I'll risk it. Like I'm probably going to go see that one, Don't Breathe. I'm probably going to go see that. I don't know if it'll be any good, and I'm probably going to see it by myself because shock of all shocks, and even you, people who haven't known me for that long but know me a little bit because I talk so damn much. My dear husband will not watch horror movies with me. He doesn't really like them. I don't know how that works. It does. We love each other very much. But yeah, I'm the horror movie person. He would rather skip it. So I'll probably go see that by myself in the theater, which is its own joy to see a scary movie by yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
like I saw
Yeah.
Witch by myself. That was kind of fun.
Oh, the witch spelled with 2 V's at the beginning.
Witch, yes, with the puritanical family.
Because why would you spell it like that? What's the point aside to look needlessly artsy?
I love that movie only because of how Satan was portrayed.
Like,
Satan
yeah.
was great. What did he? There was a line in there.
To say nothing of what the movie was actually like, I just can't get past the title.
There was a line in there where Satan says, "They have," then the Satan is speaking. "Would you like to live deliciously?" And I'm like, "Yes, I would like to live deliciously." Satan knows what he's talking about. That's a good pitch. What is this, Don Draper? But yeah, I had fun. And I
Yeah,
saw it by
well,
myself.
he's supposed to look and sound appealing. I mean, like, how else is he supposed to woo people away from the faith?
Ooh, oh, that sucks. That sucks, Lano. I think you told me about that. You know
Yeah.
what?
I wonder what movies I have in my collection.
Ooh.
Like, I specifically horror movies. Don't.
Subreddit theory. Don Draper was Satan all along. I win the internet. Is
I
that the-
surprisingly don't have a lot of horror movies in my collection. Although I do have Alien and Aliens. Those 2 movies are great.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would ruin the movie. That's like when I tried to see a James Bond movie and a mouse fell on me. That took away from the experience. Just fell on me.
Oh, wow. Just give that theater the lowest review on Yelp you possibly can.
They gave me several free tickets, but I was like, but I don't know if I want to come back. I'm like, I'm lying. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back.
Like, thank you and everything, but how did the mouse get there in the first place? Assure me that won't happen again, then maybe I'll come back.
It lived there, and it was so happy falling on me. I saved its life, and it was not grateful. Yeah, it's looking, and you know, let's do something strange, and for a second, I'll speak on this game. It looks like, based on what I'm seeing, I think it's dealing with like a childhood with like difficult parental relations. Tom and Jerry. There was no cat.
Sorry
though.
to completely ruin the mood.
No, it's
But yeah, Tom and Jerry really wanted to watch a movie.
I wish there was a cat there. That would have been a little bit humorous, and I think it would have been better than that Bond film I saw. I still couldn't tell you what happened in it. It was the second Daniel Craig one. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Casino Royale. Quantum of Solace was the second
It was
one.
Quantum of Solace, and I to this
But
day I
and yeah,
couldn't
the
tell
plot
you.
for that one was kind of really forgettable, like, compared to like the others, especially Skyfall and Spectre.
Oh yeah.
Like after that, I haven't actually seen Spectre yet, but Skyfall was good.
It's looking like what we're doing is dancing toward a psychological revelation. I think what we're doing, and I don't know. I don't think I'm being super deep. I think this is on it. Is that you're going to the character we're kind of playing in between the funny dance stuff is getting ready to have a baby, and she had a difficult childhood, and she's nervous. So now she's dealing with it with this world that she kind of drew, but isn't invested enough in the drawings to not throw them across the beach in litter. By the way, that's my takeaway. She's awful. She's throwing away her art, and she's littering a beach. But yeah, I think she's revisiting her childhood home and in this world she made up.
But it's symbolic, Blake.
It is.
There's like symbolism and stuff there.
I think if you make a piece of art that you're not satisfied with, it's 100% your prerogative to do whatever you wish to do with it. But please don't kill our beaches. In the arms of an angel. Every day, artists throw their beach.
Just cut to faded out black and white shots of beaches.
Every day,
with, like, a
artists
tiny
throw
bit of glitter
away
on them.
their littered sketches onto the beaches, and they're killing the seals.
One of them has an abandoned umbrella with an empty beach chair underneath it.
Just get Sarah McLachlan. They're killing our oceans and our whales with these discarded pieces of art. Look at this seagull trapped in a sculpture that someone didn't wish to keep.
I mean, paper's not biodegradable.
The beach is shedding a tear. Exactly. The seagulls are crying, although they're always crying, and I think they're mostly crying like, "Give me your French fries."
Yeah, they're crying. Fine, fine,
Yeah,
fine,
I need
fine,
French fries.
fine. Like, Finding Nemo was spot on in how they portrayed seagulls in that. All they're really saying is mine.
I've definitely had
That
them.
makes way too much sense.
Oh, I think did their parents separate and they took the kids to different? Yeah, maybe. Um,
Ooh.
So finding. Have you ever had a seagull? I had a seagull steal food out from under me, like they stole, or like in my hand. I had a bucket of French fries and they just flew down and took it. Yeah, I'm wondering if. Oh, he left. Oh, so mom was.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks like mom was the one who kind of went off the rails, and then the dad had enough and just walked out, leaving the kids with her.
Geez, game. Can't we just dance and not think about this?
Yeah.
This is Saturday.
Asterisk may possibly not be what actual plot backstory is supposed to be. Check the wiki for actual results.
Why can't it just be Abzu, which was almost certainly about sharks and fish? There was no message there. That wasn't about rebuilding or anything.
Like there might have been a theme going there with like ocean and stuff. Not really sure.
No,
might have to go back and check that out.
It was all about sharks and fish. Sharks and fish. Sharks and fish. Yeah, I don't know that reason either, Andrea.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like,
Andrea,
nope, nobody should be a jerk, but like I would like to like see a subversion of that trope every once in a while at least.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, let me know that people are still have creativity and they're not just reusing the same tropes over and over again.
You know what's funny though? Yeah, my sister and I, who I know you guys, go just leave or go see the dad. I think we're gonna bother him. Let's bother him. We came all this way.
Yeah.
My sister and I did that. We were having a conversation about a movie, and we said, once upon a time there was a mother who had a child, but then the mother died of plot disease, and there was much plot. And the father had to go away. He had to marry another woman who was heavy with plot. And they had a wedding attended by plot. It's all that. That's all we do. Oh, and she gave the book.
So much plot.
All the plot. I figure we came all that way. We sat outside on the beach being creepy and ripping out pages of our book, so we might as well go see him. And then she can dance, pregnantly, and show him the power of dance.
Yeah.
Demons spawn are demons, and they're cute. Are they
herein lies the question: Do we just ogle them while they're cute, or do we wait for them to grow up into actual demons and destroy us later?
And that's all she
Philosophy
danced.
for the ages, people.
Seductively pregnant. That sounds like a Lifetime movie. I think we need to write that. It's every Lifetime movie already, but we can do it better. We can do it better.
Well,
I know
maybe
we
like
can.
40% of all Lifetime movies.
Like it's like
they do have to appeal to the non-pregnant crowd.
Seductively pregnant, but it's a guy. Yes, that's how we'll subvert it. And it's an alien.
Yep.
Seductively pregnant, starring aliens and pregnant men, coming this fall to Lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
They totally do.
Also, that's the end of the game.
It is the end of the game. I told you we were dealing with complicated parental issues through the power of dance. We're still dealing with it, and we're littering the beaches with our therapeutic art.
Yeah.
I had fun with this game. I knew it was going to be short because a lot of these games are really short.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It's a visual treat.
It was, and it was kind of all over the place with I think there's probably different avenues you can go, and because of how you can flip through the pages, you can play it in whatever way you want, whatever order. So it's a little bit of a pick your own journey. And there were definitely paths that I didn't take because they were harder looking and I died enough already. But I think like it's about choosing your own path. Like it has choice in it in a way that's not like so choice heavy like the way they would do like say Until Dawn with so many branches and things like that. But it was good. I was not a fan. I will state again, as of last stream, that weird bubble part where I got stuck on those spheres, that made me dizzy. It made Andrea leave, I think, because it was like vertigo inducing. But beyond that, I enjoyed it. Maybe I'll just avoid balloons in the future. Now I have a phobia from the game. So thanks. A new takeaway.
You only died 26 times throughout the whole game.
Which I thought I was going to die much more. Like, believe it or not, I thought I would have died way more than that just because of all the, you could fall through the floor sometimes. I don't even know what buttons I pushed to make that happen when that happened, and it wasn't just me jumping like an idiot, but you can fall through the floor in this game. Or maybe I'm just horrible. Either way, have some advice from me and try not to fall through the floor.
Yes.
It's bad.
Yes, Blake. GG.
There we go. In the words of Blazy Blake, try not to fall through the floor to your death in a blocky sea, whatever that means. I think it means
truly
something.
Advice that will get you far in life.
It's right. It's words to live by. And on back to the off topic. You know what's funny? Lifetime is still making movies like that, but they're not about. They're more about finding a surrogate to have your baby, and then that surrogate tries to steal your husband, which is really horrible for the whole program. So thanks, Lifetime.
Yeah.
Next, you should make something about kidney donation and how we should never do that because people go crazy. Do more things to subvert helpful things people want to do, because that's Lifetime's true job, to poison our minds against each other. Why are you all watching my stream? Is it to steal my husband? That must be it, because Lifetime told me so. I don't know what. Think of a title for that movie. Streaming for everything has seduction. Streaming for seduction.
Yeah.
Seduction.
Although I feel that with a title like that, it would be an entirely different kind of movie.
It's all like that. It's all a form of pornography. This is the form that lets you play into your irrational fears. So when my husband makes eye contact with the woman who's selling him his drink at the food court, I say, "What are you doing? How could you do this to me?" And he just
Seduction streaming. Yeah, that sounds generic enough to be a Lifetime movie title.
It'll happen.
Good job, Andrea.
Dear Lifetime, if you steal this, you owe me some royalties. They're not going to steal it. They're not going to steal it.
Like, how many royalties are we owed now with all the ideas we've come up with?
So
over the past
many.
few
If anyone
streams?
ever watched this, dear Lifetime, please watch this. So then you owe me royalties. I know there's an incentive in there somewhere. Speed run, y'all are crazy. That's
Dear
not gonna
World
happen.
Gold, we're still waiting on that sponsorship. Call us already.
That speed run ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So that was Bound, and it was interesting. We dealt with a lot of trauma through pirouettes and pas de bourrées and all sorts of things. If you like little indie games like this, I'd recommend it. I think that it's very short, so even if it might not be 100% your thing, it'll play very quickly. It was, I think, with all of my deaths and ridiculousness, I think it's under 3 hours. I think if you did a speed run, you could probably do it in an hour. And it was fun. I like that. That said, we're probably... It
definitely goes in...
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it definitely goes in the folder of games where you can just sit back and not think too much and just enjoy the visuals of it. Like,
totally.
It's a really satisfying experience that way, I feel. I mean, because I've been enjoying myself just watching the gameplay.
That's right. It's fun to watch, too, so there's that. What I'm probably going to do next, that said, because we played a series of indie games for a while now, some RPGs,
all fun titles
and fun stuff. A lot of interesting things going on. We're probably going to slide back into the world of ridiculousness, where I'm just going to make jokes about all the action tropes. I'm not going to give you guys a name because I'm not sure yet what I'm doing, but I promise you that I am going to come back on Tuesday, barring illness or laziness. I'm just kidding about laziness. I'm going to come back. But Tuesday we'll have a new game. It'll probably be a little bit more mainstream, probably a little bit older too. Not like a super throwback because I just don't have that kind of. I don't have it like that. But something that's probably played for a while. But it has a reason for me bringing it back. We'll say that. So. Until next time, I'm streaming on Tuesdays at 6 and Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. I am Blazy Blake just about everywhere, so follow me in those places. The YouTube videos will be up. Ooh, Doom? No, I don't think so. I'm not
probably not Doom.
You know why? Because I probably wouldn't get 5 feet, and you guys don't want to watch a stream that's just all red screen of my death. But no, I'm Blazy Blake everywhere. You can follow me Instagram, Twitter, here, and YouTube. I have a YouTube channel where you can watch past streams of my ridiculousness. The videos for Bound are not up yet, but they will be in case you want to relive so much dancing and falling. I love you guys.
Sounds cool.
Thank you so much. This has been The Layman. He also has a stream.
Yes, I do. I also stream Wednesdays, 8 o'clock EST, and Sundays at 2 p.m. EST, barring like other stuff that happens. I also have a YouTube channel where I put on my own streams, which you can find the link to on my Twitch channel.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a little bit short, and I will see you again next time. Thank you
Thanks,
to everybody.
Lono and Andrea, for showing up.
Yes,
you guys
thank
have
you.
been awesome.
Thank you for being in the chat, and to those of you who don't chat, thank you for watching. I hope that you'll feel like talking sometime. I like people talking to me, and if you won't talk to me, I only have myself to talk to when the layman is thinking of things to try and chill me out. So help me out. Be
Mm-hmm.
here. All right, seriously. Bye, guys. See you soon.
Yeah, bye.